Alright, let's dive into something that's been making headlines, and honestly, it's a bit of a powder keg. So, Trump has ordered more strikes on Iran, and this time, it feels like the stakes are higher than ever. But here's the thing, this isn't just another round of military action. What makes this really interesting is the context behind it. Trump's decision comes after what he describes as losing faith in peace talks with Iran. Personally, I think this is a huge red flag. When a leader publicly admits to losing faith in diplomacy, it's not just a statement, it's a signal that the gloves are coming off. And let's be real, when Trump says we're going big, you know it's not just empty talk. Now, the details here are fascinating. According to reports, the strikes could target Iran's energy infrastructure, which is a massive escalation. Cutting electricity across Tehran? That's not just a military move, it's a strategic hit to Iran's ability to function. What many people don't realize is that targeting energy infrastructure is often seen as a last resort, a way to cripple a nation without outright invasion. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be the US sending a message, we're done playing nice. But here's where it gets even more complex. Trump has been vocal about Iran's dishonesty during negotiations. He even cited a missile attack on US forces in Jordan that happened mid-negotiation. In my opinion, this is where things get messy. Diplomacy is already a fragile process, and when one side feels betrayed, it's like pouring gasoline on a fire. What this really suggests is that trust, or the lack thereof, is at the heart of this conflict. And when trust is gone, the only language left is force. Now, let's talk about the military side of things. There's a 2-week bombing campaign on the table, drafted by CENTCOM. This isn't just a few days of strikes, it's a sustained, decisive effort. But here's the catch. Not everyone in the US military is on board. General Dan Kane, for example, has warned that this could deplete US air defense interceptors, leaving American forces vulnerable elsewhere. Personally, I think this internal debate is crucial. It's not just about hitting Iran hard, it's about weighing the long-term costs. Are we sacrificing global defense capabilities for a short-term win? And then, there's the human element. Trump's language is, as always, unfiltered. We're going to beat the INGSH out of Iran, he said. That kind of rhetoric isn't just for show. It's a rallying cry, a way to galvanize support. But it also raises a deeper question. Is this about national security, or is it about saving face? In my opinion, there's a fine line between strength and recklessness, and this situation is teetering on that edge. What's also striking is the divide within Iran itself. Negotiators, like Abbas Araghchi, are seemingly on a different page than the IRGC, Iran's military wing. This isn't just a US-Iran conflict, it's a conflict within Iran. And that makes any kind of resolution even more complicated. If you think about it, the US isn't just dealing with a unified enemy, it's dealing with a fractured one, which makes predicting outcomes nearly impossible. So where does this leave us? Personally, I think this is a turning point. Trump's decision to escalate isn't just about Iran, it's about his legacy, about proving that he's willing to take bold action. But at what cost? Is this the beginning of a new chapter in the Middle East, or is it a step towards something far more dangerous? One thing that immediately stands out is how quickly things can spiral out of control. What started as failed negotiations could end up reshaping the entire region. As we close this out, I'll leave you with this. In a world where diplomacy seems to be failing, what's the alternative? Is military force the only language left? And if so, what does that say about us as a global community? This isn't just a story about Trump and Iran. It's a story about the limits of dialogue, the cost of mistrust, and the consequences of choosing force over words. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.